The next supermoon occurs October 6th, and it will be visible everywhere around the world because it's occurring at full moon. And since the whole planet will be able to see full moon, everyone will be able to experience this supermoon event, as long as the sky is clear. The term actually emerged in the late 1970s when an observer discovered this correlation and publicized it. And as it turns out, our culture these days really loves superlatives. So the superlative of super attached to this event that happens almost all the time, audiences looking at the sky are really paying attention to the supermoon event that occurs occasionally during the course of a year. The apparent size of the moon and the apparent brightness of the moon can vary from event to event because the perigee can vary from month to month. And that coincidence of full moon or new moon, it can be also, with that perigee can vary to a degree that they're not all the same, or it's not the biggest supermoon of the year, or, lots of variables like that. Anybody that has clear skies can go out and observe the full moon. And on this particular night, when it's a supermoon, you'll be able to view that too. The question is, how do you tell the difference between a regular moon and a supermoon? Well, you'd have to be able to measure it somehow and compare the supermoon to a regular moon. So any regular observer would have to observe the angular size of the moon when it's not a supermoon. Then compare that to the angular size of the moon on the night when it is a supermoon. And in that way, you'll be able to tell the difference. Otherwise, there's no real way to tell, because if you go out and just look at the moon when it's very high in the sky, there's nothing relative to it to give you an idea of how big it looks.